that. The Darth Vader is a pretty cool character, despite the fact I'm not a fan of Star Wars. And I did have a Darth Maul poster on one side on my door a long time ago, but like I said, I never really got into it. And plus, I just like the look of Darth Maul anyway. But like I said, I was never really into it, and I don't know. I just never watched them. I tried, and it just never got onto me. But you know, but each his own. We're all different. No one's gonna like the same series, and there's a lot of things. Heck, I'm not a fan of Star Wars. I'm not even into Star Trek. I'm not into those things. Well, I'm into sci-fi and space stuff, but I don't know. These just never catch on to me for some reason. Something about them just. But we'll just see what happens. It really depends the movie though or show. But Star Wars, not for me. Not my cup of tea. Okay. Next question is, have you ever seen any horror films that got under your skin? Well, I'm trying to think. That's a pretty tough question there. There's been some horror movies that made me go. For example, Hostel. I probably watched that like probably once. My God, fucking disgusting. To me, that was pretty disgusting, because there's a scene with the Asian girl getting her eye. Oh God, I can't even think about that. For me, well, even cringing. And I mean, I have saw films, but to me, that's watered down crap compared to that movie. Hostel's pretty brutal, and I did not want to bother with the sequel. The more I thought about it, I'm like, no, I'm good. And I have not seen Maniac or Henry from blah. But from the sounds of things, it sounds pretty brutal. I can't think of other movies that made me cringe. Maybe I'll come back maybe someday I'll come back to the subject on that one. But there's some horror films that make me laugh, or they just straight up hardcore awesome, or just strangely creepy. I heard about Martyrs, and I don't even want to bother with that one. I don't even want to mess with that after hearing what Rambo Raff said. I don't know. It's like torture films. The more I think about it, those films are starting to get ridiculous. The more I think about it. I mean, like I said, I have to Saw films, but that's about it. I will never buy Hostel on DVD, so fuck that. After seeing some of the shit that made me cringe in that movie, certain things just made me very uncomfortable. I can't really think of movies that made me cringe or made me go, oh God, are you serious? That just really got under you. It's hard to really think of one at the moment, but I know there's some out there that I've seen before that I just can't remember. It's pretty creepy though. The only thing I can think of at the moment that made me cringe, probably not the most, but pretty much uncontrollably, was Hostel. Yeah, I know. I can't really, like I said, I can't think of any right now. If I do, maybe I'll come back to that. If not, then I think that's about it for now. But I know, like I said, I've seen pretty much worse things. I've seen creepier things that made me go under my skin. Unless if you count some, I don't know. I'm trying to think. But it's not important, but yeah, it really got into my skin, that movie. But yeah, I heard about Maniac, and I have not seen Henry or heard of it, but I don't know if I want to check those out. Personally, maybe that's just, I don't feel right about it, but yeah, it happens. Okay, next question is, what are your feelings about Christian Bale as an actor? Well, as an actor, he isn't really that bad of an actor. Well, his performance in American Psycho is a perfect example of really good acting ability. Because his character is like, he's mental, he works in Wall Street, his mind isn't so stable. So throughout the whole film, he's killing people. And he's killing these call girls that he has over his house, and it's really sick and twisted. But if you read the book, I heard some things about the book. Wow. I have not read it yet. I got the book. I have not sat down and read it yet. Like, over the months I have owned it. I saw the movie, but I have not got to read the book. But from what I heard, the book is a bit more disturbing, a bit more graphic than the movie itself. Yeah. Christian Bale's an actor. I don't mind him as an actor. He's done some movies I actually liked. besides American Psycho. The Batman films, I didn't mind him, even though when he does the Batman thing, that's when it kind of is like, are you serious? Do you really need to go like this? Talk like this? Dude sounds like he has throat cancer, that's the only problem. But it's just laughable. But as Bruce Wayne, I don't mind him as Bruce Wayne, but when he gets into his Batman persona, that's where my thoughts that's when I start questioning my thoughts on how he is. But his most underrated movie besides those is Equilibrium. I liked him in that movie. I really bought his character. A guy who had no emotion in the beginning because of this drug they take. But as the movie progresses, if he got to take it one day, then that's when he started to see what was wrong with the society. That's when he felt feelings he had not felt before. At least he thought he once had at one time of his life. Like, he actually protects a dog. Once he really was there was some things he'd done in Equilibrium that just made you go, wow. You really start to feel for this character. And I know there was another movie he played a mentally challenged guy. I have not seen it yet, but it might someday. If I ever find it, I'll probably watch it. Like I said, I really got nothing against him. I seen Rescue Dawn, I think it's called. That was pretty good. He played a really important character right there, in my opinion. A good character. You have Steve Zahn, who's a sporting character in that movie. I like that movie, Rescue Dawn, to be actually, because I like the idea of how he plays his character, who he tries to survive in Nam after being kidnapped and after his plane went down, something like, not plane, I think it's jet or something. I get confused with these things. It's probably a jet if I'm not mistaken. I get confused. I'm that flies. Jets. I mean, he gets into a bad accident because he got shot down, but then as time went on, as he's trapped there in Nam, and he figures out how to get out of cuffs and all that at night to do what he had to do. But I like this character in the movie, so I give him a big thumbs up on that movie. So I actually liked him in that movie. So Christian Bale, he's okay in my book. Terminator Salvation, as John Connor, I wish they showed him more, gave him a little bit more time. But you know, not everyone's gonna have their luck. So yeah, Christian Bale is a cool guy in my book when it comes to acting wise. Depends. And Daniel, how do you feel the Crow reboot being done by Stephen Norton, Blade, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? You're gonna look at the face. I think that pretty much tells you your answer right there. There's no way in the hell Norton is gonna freaking capture the same feeling as the original, as Alex Proyas, the original director of the film, captured, Brandon Lee. The reboot, everything about it ain't jogging with me. It ain't. If it was another sequel, that's fine, but after seeing Wicked Prayer, now I don't know if I want to see another sequel after that. I know a lot of people felt the same way when they saw City of Angels and Salvation, for those who really did not care for the sequels. I like City of Angels and Salvation, but Wicked Prayer can go suck it. And the idea of a reboot, that's where this is what I want to do to myself. Blow my brains out. But you know, I shouldn't really say stuff like that. But you know, but in all seriousness, but you know, I would never watch it. I might give it a shot when I see it for free, if it ever does get made. I'd rather watch it for free if it ever comes on TV, because I ain't wasting my money in theaters to see something that's gonna suck. To me, the original Crow is Brandon Lee, and no one can ever replace him. But the idea of a reboot, that's just fucking stupid. I don't like the idea of that. It's just dumb. It's just dumber than dumb itself. That's how dumb it is. I mean, the guy who has something to do with this, he done the movies like Blade. I like Blade. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, I have no interest. I mean, it might have looked okay when I first saw the trailer for it when I was young, but to me it looks like an X-Men knockoff. That's what it looks like to me, an X-Men wannabe. It looks like crap though, and I heard it was shitty anyway, so I ain't gonna bother with this movie though. The Crow reboot by Stephen Norton. And there's only one Crow movie, and that's the one with Brandon Lee. There is nobody else to play that part. And if you're wondering why I did this, because I have a poster of him on my wall as the Crow. So I mean, I'll show you, but it's too dark in here, and I would put the light on, but I'm too lazy. So yeah, the Crow reboot can go kiss my ass. There's no way you can never mess with the Crow. I just wish and I hope it just